Good day, family. Good day. Today I'm just going to do a short teaching. Short teaching, so get your pen and your notebook ready to take some notes because there is a lot of learning that we're going to have here. This week I haven't uploaded the weekly analysis volume 2 yet. I haven't uploaded it, so I'm still preparing it. So let's get to business. So today I'll be teaching about the 3, 5, 7 day rule. 357-day rule. 357-day rule. Usually this basically means that price tend to move in the same direction for 3 days and takes a pause, or it can even move in the same direction for 5 days before it pauses, or it makes an accumulation and then continues in that direction. Sometimes when there is so much volatility, it can even take up to 7 days moving in the same direction before it pauses. So price can move in the same direction for 3 days, going up, and then after that it can reverse in the other direction. It can also move in the same direction for 3 days and then retrace and continue again. Sometimes it moves in the same direction for 3, 5 or 7 days and it pauses and then makes another leg up or down. So let's say you missed the move which happened in the past 3 days and price was moving aggressively. So you have to be patient and know that price has a high tendency of pausing or just reducing its momentum and retracing a little bit back, or just accumulating and then continue in that direction. So you don't have to worry about missing any move. We are going to go into the charts so that we can see what I mean. So we're going to be using gold. I'm going to be using gold for our lesson. So as you can see here, what did price do? We can even start here. So you can see that price moved up 1, 2, 3 times, 3 days going up, and then it paused on the 4th day. So let's say you missed any buy move here, you don't have to worry saying no, the move is already completed, gold is already gone. So you have to know that there is a high probability and a high chance that on the 4th day or the 5th day price will just stop and accumulate before continue. You can see that on this day here it made a pause. On this day here it paused, on this day here, and it started another run again. Then it starts 1, 2, 3 days again, and today it paused again. So you can see this pattern forming over and over again. And also again you can see that price moved down for 1, 2, and then on the 3rd day price paused and then it reversed. So just like that, you can see here it moved 1, 2, 3, and then it paused here and then it continued up one more time. So price has a tendency of doing such kind of things all the time. Let's look at this here. This price starting from this high here, it moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 5th day there it just paused, and then you had the opportunity there, formed the swing low, and then it continued in the other direction, and it just keeps doing that over and over again. If you just keep observing it, it keeps doing that most of the time. It keeps doing that most of the time. It just keeps doing that most of the time. So you don't have to worry about missing setups. You don't have to worry about missing setups. Just know that there's a high chance that after 3 days of consecutive rise or fall or consecutive buying or selling, there's a likelihood that price will pause or change direction or just accumulate for you to be able to find another opportunity to enter into the market. So you don't have to worry about missing any setup. Price is always going to be there, and it will keep on doing the same thing and repeating the same thing over and over again. Even if we may go all the way back to see how price played out, you will see that it keeps doing the same thing over and over again. It keeps doing the same thing over and over again. So that's one of the things that you have to notice in price. That's one of the things. Even in such big ranges like this, you can see it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it reversed here, paused on this day here after 7 days of going up. And then it paused here on this day here, it just accumulated it. And then it started another run going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it waited again, and then it just consolidated there. And then it had 1, 2, 3 days of price, and then it just had a pause there again. Same thing, 1, 2, 3. It just keeps doing that over and over again. So what you have to do is you have to know that price keeps on repeating these things. It keeps on repeating these things. Like here, you can see that price just paused here after going up for 3 days. It just consolidated, and then it dumped down for 1, 2, 3 days. The target was in 3 days, and then it reversed. And the same thing, it keeps on happening over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on the 7th day, it just reversed and paused there. So that's what you have to know. So that's the 3, 5 days, 7 day row you have to know about. So price is never going to run away. It's always going to keep on doing that. So when price has made an expansion like this, which is so much aggressive like this, don't think that price is gone forever. It will come back. Even if you may take this swing low here and begin counting, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see it took the 7 days to form this swing here, and then it just paused there. So it's not going to run away. It will keep on doing the same thing over and over again. So when you know that price tend to move in 3, 5, or 7 days in the same direction before it makes a pause, how can you use this information to your advantage? How can you use this information to your advantage? So there are 2 ways you can use it to your advantage. Number 1 being the fact that let's say you are here and this hasn't printed yet. You are on this day here and this price action hasn't printed yet. Let's say this one printed already, and you know that you are bullish on gold. So you'll be able to know that, okay, there's a high chance that since this is the first day, we might have 2 more days of strong bullishness in the same direction, or even 3 more days, or even 4 more days, or 5, up to 7 more days. So you'll be able to know that, okay, there's a high chance that you're going to buy in the next coming 5 days, 7 days. The aim being that you'll be focusing mostly on your drawn liquidity. Let's say you have your drawn liquidity in place and you are on this day here and it hasn't been taken out. Your target is that high and it hasn't been taken, and you are on the first day of price. And maybe let's say it's Tuesday and price has made this price here on the first day. It's your first day of price. So you know that there's a high chance that on Wednesday and Thursday we might still have another expansion in that direction. You still have more room to look for buy opportunities in the next coming 3 days, in the next coming 4 days, 5 days, until you reach your target there. So you can see that they use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to come for this high here, and then price today just took a small up and down day. It just opened, went up, came down, and closed in the middle there. They paused after clearing this buy side liquidity, and they had nice 7 days of price, which was well divided in threes, like you can see 1, 2, 3 days, and then they waited on the middle day there, and then they took another 3 days to continue to finish up that. And I believe if you measure that high and low, alright, let's measure. If you take this low to this high, and then you take the same range and put it here, the low to the high, you can see that it takes you to that exact high rate. You can see that it takes you exactly to that exact high rate. So this low, this 3 days, 1, 2, 3 days, are equal to this days 1, 2, 3 days, this range and this one, and this is the middle of it here. They moved it up, waited in the middle, and then they moved it up one more time. So yeah, that's how they usually do things, and that's how they usually keep delivering price. They usually run it 3 days one direction, pause, and then continue if the drawn liquidity hasn't been taken out. But let's say now price runs 3 days. Let me give you an example. Let's say price runs 3 days, but as it's running those 3 days, it's taking out the liquidity. Just like here, it ran 1, 2, 3 days, taking out the sell side liquidity below this loss here, and trading into higher time frame PDRA. What do you do in that situation? You anticipate a reversal. So that's what you have to anticipate, a reversal. You can see on this day here, price reversed, then it moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It took 5 days from this low to this high. It was 5 days. It was 5 clean days. And then it started again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then it paused. Then it took 1, 2 days, paused for 2 days again. Then it took 1, 2 days here, paused, just consolidating here. It's just consolidating in here. You can see that price is just playing around this area here. It just keeps playing around that area there. When price action is not that much clear from those 3, 5, 7 days rounds, you see that most of the time it will spend time consolidating. But now let's look at here. Price starts this run here. 1, it goes up. Then on this day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see it took all the 7 days going up, and then on the 8th day it forms a high, and then it changes direction there. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th day it pauses. It pauses on the 5th day, and then it goes up 1, 2, 3, and then it retraces again. Then it goes 1, 2, 3 days, and then it pauses again. Then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th day it pauses, and then you can see now it begins to accumulate. Now it begins to accumulate. Things are not becoming clear. Price is not getting clear. So you want to engage when you have these beautiful runs here. When you have these beautiful runs. So these beautiful runs will mostly appear when a drawn liquidity is so much clear and it hasn't been taken out yet. When the drawn liquidity hasn't been taken out yet, you begin to see these beautiful runs. You can even see 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the 5th day it pauses. Then it continues again 1, 2, 3. On the 4th day it pauses there after 3 days of rise, and then it continues again 1, 2. On the 3rd day it pauses, and then it has those small 3 days of consolidation, goes up. So you have to be able to see that and to understand how that keeps on repeating over and over again. Even on the smaller time frame, the same thing keeps happening. Even on the smaller time frame, it's not only reserved for the higher time frame. Even the smaller time frame, this same phenomenon keeps happening. It just keeps happening over and over again. It keeps happening. It is there. You just have to be able to study and be able to see it. This can help you to know how many candles can it take to reach to specific levels, how much time can it take to reach to specific levels. So it's important you have to study it. You can even see starting after this consolidation here, then you have 1, 2, 3 days. It went up 3 days and then it paused again here. After pausing for this 1, 2, 3 candles, it continues the journey. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th day it turns. As you can see, it just consolidates there. It just consolidates. Then it did 1, 2, 3 days, and then it just pauses. And then it gets another 1, 2, 3. Then it pauses, and then it gets another 1, 2, and then on the day it turns, and then it accumulates again. Same thing over and over. Same thing. 3, 3, pauses. It just keeps doing the same thing over and over again. But you can see that it varies depending on what time of day is it. Sometimes the candles are so much one-sided. Like if you can see here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here you have 10 candles going up in the same direction. Then price pauses. So this can still happen. You can even see that sometimes price can just go over and over and beyond what you expected. But most of the time it usually respects this 3, 5, and 7 day. What I say 7 days? 3, 5, 7 candles in one direction before it can pause or decide to make another decision. It just keeps doing that. So that was a quick lesson I had for you today. Just study that That helps you just to know the overall behavior of price. You just get used to seeing those small moves, those fluctuations, and you will begin to just be engaged with them, and you won't be afraid when things like this happen. Let's say you have this, let's say your target hasn't been reached and price moves 1, 2, 3 candles in one direction. You won't be afraid when you see this and say, I know price is now beginning to change direction, the state of delivery is about to change, it's about to go down. No, you won't be afraid because you know that no, this is just a pause for them to continue as long as your target hasn't been yet reached. So this will help you. This will help you a lot. So I think if you can just learn that just for you to know about it, and yeah, I think it can help you a lot. It can help you a lot. I don't want to lie. As you can see here on the 4 hour, price took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 4-hour candles going up, 7 4-hour candles, and then you just post it. So this is important for you to know. This is important for you to know. And if you find this information useful to you in any way, all I can say is you can use it. But if you don't find it useful, it's still fine. Just continue with what you know. Don't try to complicate yourself with such kind of stuff, which some of them which I'm sharing. These are just things which I'll be just studying and noticing in price section. But I've just decided to share them with you so that you can just edify yourself, so that you can also find some knowledge in it, and if it's beneficial to you, you can use it to your advantage, or maybe you can even add to your trading model if you have a model that you are working on. So that's it that I had for you today. That's it that I had for you today, and thank you so much for being part of this community that we are building. I hope we'll go together and become a big family. My biggest uh, desire that I want to see upon you, or is to see you all having the ability to study perception and read it on your own. That's what I want to see. I want to see you being able to do these things on your own, being able to trade on your own, and being able to be independent, free from any signal service or any uh, kind of service that will be offered to you, because all that I'm sharing here is to help you become skilled at doing this trading stuff. And I want to see you maybe in the future leaving my group, because you would have had all that you need and being independent and trading on your own without even having to be noticed by anyone. So I wish you all the best, and let's go and conquer this week, family. Let's be strong. Don't be afraid to take the stop loss. Just rest well. Everything will go well. Thank you so much.